1050 AM KCAA, NBC News Talk Radio.
Yeah. Control chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Good morning, everybody. How are you? I'm here with the Guru of the Ghetto, Jigga Jones. Good morning, Guru of the Ghetto. How are you this morning?
Yeah, man, I'm up here phenomenalizing up here, thinking about going to Popeyes as soon as they open.
Oh, that's right. It's Tuesday morning, man.
Oh, yeah. I try to be consistent. I'm trying to be a good customer.
Yes, you are. Do they give you an extra, like, butter or some honey or anything, an extra piece of chicken ever, you know, because you're there every Tuesday? Do they hook you up or no?
No, but they do give you dirty looks for free.
Oh, I get so many dirty looks for free. I mean, believe me. I wish I could take out a collection for the dirty looks I get or the comments, you know what I mean, that people make me.
Y'all had like a earthquake over there in the San Bernardino area there.
They did? I don't know. I didn't feel it.
Yeah, 4.5. I mean, that's not a big one, but I saw it and said, oh, wow, 4.5 earthquake.
When was that? When was that? Yesterday or today?
Today.
Oh, really? Today? I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, this morning here. That's what I see here. Earthquake in California. So, oh, wow. Oh, good Lord.
That's the crazy thing about earthquakes is like if they're in San Bernardino or there was one in Channel Islands the other, about a couple of weeks ago. I did feel that one. But it depends what part of California.
This one was, let me see, 4.5, 8 miles from Banding, California.
Oh, wow.
At 4:49 a.m.
Okay, that's pretty close to KCAA because they're in Rialto, actually, I believe. That's the city where
you know what I was
station's
saying
at.
about those earthquakes? They always say, "Hey, tell us how it was." Oh, it shook over here. Oh, it shook over there. Oh, it shook over there. It shook everywhere. It's like a Dr. Seuss book,
right?
You know?
Yeah, 4.5 only really gets you out of bed. You know what I mean? It might get you out of bed for 30
it
seconds.
ruins your sleep, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, I was off yesterday. We did the best of show. We actually played the KKK message where the Grand Dragons of the KKK in North Carolina and California called in, which was amazing.
I didn't think you would have Donald Trump on the show.
Listen, you're a big Donald Trump fan. We call him, he's part of the KKK. Maybe on the underground of the KKK he's part of. I don't know. But,
well, you know, that's what people in California always say. I figured maybe that's who was calling in.
It was funny. A couple days ago, I was I was at the market, you know, getting some cat food and things like that, and some stuff for my brother. And I was some guy was in there listening to Alex Jones. You know, I mean, he was one of those stalkers, you know, from outside the store. I go, and it was weird because I knew it was Alex Jones, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you're listening to Alex Jones in the market?" I said, "You better be careful." He goes, "Yeah, I am in California, aren't I?" And I go, "Yeah, you are. You better watch your ass." You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah, I took and I played my People's Court appearance with Baldy the Clown.
Good, some comedy.
Yeah, it was funny. So I took yesterday off because I played in the Future Stars golf tournament yesterday at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. Had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Great cause. They actually give scholarships to inner city kids, and had a great time. A lot of drinking, man. They had like tequila, and these girls were passing out beers. They were on the carts passing out beers left and right. So I made it.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good golf tournament to go to then.
It was. I played pretty decent. We shot a 63, you know what I mean? So I don't think we won anything. I had to split early because I had to, you know, go home to take care of my brother. But it was a lot of fun. I want to thank Elfie Taylor and all the staff there from Taylor Insurance. And it was a great golf tournament. Future Stars, if you want to help people out, help kids out, inner city kids out with scholarships, check out Future Stars. Just Google them, and Taylor Insurance. So that's where I was yesterday. Over the weekend, I want to talk about this. I went to Santa Anita, right, for the Kentucky Derby.
All right, Santa Anita. Whoa. Oh, I used to break into cars in that parking lot. That was a good lot to hit, too.
Well, yeah, Saturday would have been huge because, you know, normally on, you know, I don't even go to the racetrack that often anymore. But Saturday it was packed, and everybody's dressed up all funky, because the chicks wear the hats, and these guys
I gotta wear the hat. That's right. Yeah.
yeah, and these guys are wearing like ties and wearing shorts with ties, and I'm like, dude, you look sort of goofy, but I guess that's what you're supposed to do on the Kentucky Derby day. I didn't. I just wore my door shirt and some shorts and some sandals. But I always go there every year to go see, bet on the Kentucky Derby and watch like 2 or 3 races. Lo and behold, yeah, I gotta say, I'm not Garverdamus, but I did predict the Kentucky Derby once again.
All right.
I took Justify, and I took an exacta box with Justify and Good Magic. Justify won. Good Magic came in second. I hit the exacta box, and I hit the race. So, and I also hit a long shot second race called Tap That Wire, baby. Tap That Wire. Not Tap That Bitch. That would be a cool name, Tap That Hoe.
Yeah.
I like the name Tap That Hoe. If I ever get a race horse.
Tell you what, when some black people start to own some horses, you'll see some names like that.
Yeah, right. So anyways, Tap That Wire came in, paid $44 to win. So I started the day off with the second race. I hit that, and then I only stayed for 3 races because, of course, I have to get back to take care of my brother. You know what I mean? It's like I'm ruled by him now, which is crazy. But I actually have $160 worth of winning tickets to cash in. I'm going to go to the Preakness in 2 weeks to bet on Justify and a few things. But if you want to have a good time, man, I really enjoy going to Santa Anita and watching the horses, man. Did you ever, when you were living in L.A., did you go to Santa Anita or Hollywood Park? Besides breaking in, did you actually go?
Both of them.
Did you actually?
Oh yeah, we were breaking into the car. Well, that's when I got older and got smart. But we used to have a good time as kids, man. But our folks were big time, in the horse race, boy.
Right.
Because I had an Uncle Sterling who's just passed, but he was always into losing his money at the track. that was his favorite thing to do.
Lose money at the track.
Get some money, work a job that you didn't like, and lose half your money at the track in one night.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, man. Before you even walk in the gate, it's actually pretty cheap to get in there. It's $4 for parking, and then $5 for general admission. But then you got to buy a program, which is $2.50. So before you even make your first bet, it's $12, and then you get something to drink. Like I got a Bloody Mary. So I already had spent $20 for the first 5 minutes going there. But lo and behold, man, it is fun. Listen, if you got $100, you got to look at it this way. You just got to take a certain amount of money. If you're going to go to the horse races, you take a certain amount of money to bet, and if you blow it, you leave. If you keep on rolling, and winning, then you stay. So I took like $150 with me, you
did all right there, because you can bet pretty cheap at the horse races is good,
Yeah, you can bet $2 bets, and that's what that's what I usually do. I bet like $2 or $3. I don't go too crazy. The Derby, I put a little bit of extra money on there, so it was fun. So if you want to go have a good time and go hang out, Santa Anita, especially Mother's Day. In fact, about 3 or 4 years, I think it was 4 years ago, I took my mother there for Mother's Day, Santa Anita track, and watch the horse races, and we had a good time. So if you want to take mom to a cool Mother's Day thing, hit Santa Anita racetrack on Sunday. It should be a lot of fun. What did you do over the weekend?
Man, we had a good time, man. The Golden Knights, doing their thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was free drinks, and a lot of the places was offering free drinks and half off dinner and stuff like that. So we was doing that. Running around, just different places. There's a place called Nacho Daddy out here, which is a restaurant that just has nachos in it.
Really? Just nachos?
Yeah, all they do. Yeah, all kinds of different nachos. Anything you could think of. Barbecue nachos. They call it the Eastern nachos, Western nachos, onion ring nachos. You wouldn't believe it. But we went there, boy, and there was a big party there. And what's cool about that place, they got a free tap where you can, how normally, like in the restaurants where you can get your own soda pop, they got that with the beer.
Really? Are you kidding me?
I'll send you a picture of it, man, because it's cool because you can walk right after you buy your cup, you can drink all night.
You can just tap your own beer. Once you buy how much is what is it, like a $20 buy-in or something like that? How much do they charge?
No, it's like $8.
$8, and you can drink all the beer you want.
Yeah, all you want.
Wow.
You can just sit there and just drink. They got like 50 different things, different flavors. Everybody was getting that summer shandy because that has come back out. This big IPA people seem to like.
Yeah, well, that's cool, man. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I gotta hit Vegas. I'm gonna definitely go to Vegas in the summertime.
But you better hit it soon because casinos are starting to install these lights. They've been they're doing away with the just out of the box complimentary drink.
Really? They're not going to do?
Yeah, a lot of casinos are trying to do away with that.
What? Oh, come on, man! If they do that, I won't be going to Vegas ever again. I swear to God.
California executives that have come into here to Vegas.
Yeah.
They started with the charging for parking, and now they've moved on to the just not off the bat complimentary drink. It's going to be like when you're playing a slot machine or whatever. You know, you got to play so much money, then a light turns on that lets you know that you get a comp.
Oh my God!
The light turns on.
Really? Oh God! You know
man.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's part of the fun. That's part of the what? I was gonna say that's part of the aura.
I've already gotten upset about it.
Yeah.
Because you may be gambling at one machine, move over to another machine. And now, because the light's not on, you don't get a free drink because the machine doesn't reflect how much you've already spent for the night.
But how if you leave that machine and then somebody goes there and spends 10 cents or $1 and gets the drink or something because the light goes on and you didn't spend the quota? How are they going to regulate that? That doesn't. I don't know how that. Well, whatever. I mean, they
regulate that with your card, with your player's card.
Oh, your
as soon as
player's
you pull your
card.
player's card out.
Okay.
But see, of course, your player's card points should carry over to the next machine, but it doesn't do that. People kind of upset about it, and this is going to become way of the land here after this summer when the new slot machines come out in September.
Yeah, well, that's pretty crazy. Hey, listen, Jared from Jones Brake Auto Parts just texted me and said it shook pretty good in Riverside, but all is okay. So I guess it was a pretty big earthquake in Riverside, 4.8.
If you're in an auto parts place, you got stuff hanging up on racks.
Well, his auto parts store's in Compton, actually. It's actually in Compton.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he probably just came to people, a bunch of black folks stole all this stuff over the weekend.
Exactly.
Blame it on earthquake,
Exactly. Hey, listen, it is Control Chaos. Jigga Jones, the Guru of the Ghetto, live in Las Vegas. Gary Garver back from the golf outing, which was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was a great time. Had by all yesterday at the Future Stars charity golf tournament, and we will be back with more stories. We'll talk about Melania Trump not sleeping with Donald Trump anymore, and other.
Oh, she probably got taste.
Donald, you cheater! I'm not banging you no more, Donald. All right, listen, we'll be back after this.
He can pay somebody to somewhere. He doesn't always get a contract.
I hear you. We're taking a break, bro. Hold on.
All listeners, as this bull market hits its 9th year, up over 300% since 2009, why aren't you in this market making profits? On Saturday, May 12th, Phil Grandy and philsgang.com will host a powerful online stock market investing live webinar that you don't want to miss. In this webinar, you will sharpen your investing skills that focuses on technical charting and pattern recognition. Phil Grandy and Phil's Gang professional instructors will prepare you for a market correction. You'll learn how to spot stocks that are breaking out, learn how to short stocks, and learn how to identify buy and sell signals. All this for only $70. That's this Saturday, May 12th, 12 noon to 3 p.m. The Phil's Gang Online Investing Webinar, and it's archived for 2 weeks. Sign up today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Don't wait. Sign up today.
Are you having trouble getting a good night's sleep? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Do you snore so loud that you rattle the walls? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab will provide you with a personal sleep study to help you find out how to get a great night of rest. Snoring, weight gain, health issues, and stress are some of the contributing factors for lack of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab will do a complete study, including evaluating you with an overnight study of your sleep patterns. With locations in Glendora, Anaheim, Encino, and Los Angeles, South Pacific Sleep Lab can provide you with the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling 310-999-1887 to schedule an appointment today. That's 310-999-1887. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm going to take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
I don't drink. Can I stay on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you. I'm
I
very
know.
embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I
No,
cannot.
come in
No,
here.
yesterday was a kind of aggressive for
I
me.
know.
I need to know a person to
I
be
won't
touched.
do a thing.
I don't want
Sit with me, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I
Sit
know,
with me.
but
I
I don't
promise.
want to.
Please sit there. Please. 1 minute.
No,
I
I
ask
can't.
you. Go to the bathroom.
Please, I don't want to do something I don't want
Go
to.
to the bathroom. Come here. Listen to me.
I want to go downstairs.
I'm not going to do anything. You'll never see me again after this. Okay? That's it. If you embarrass me in this hotel,
I'm not
don't stay.
embarrassing you. It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
I mean, don't have a fight with me in the
It's not
hallway.
nice.
Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right
Please
now.
come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my
Why
jacket, you can go.
yesterday you touched my wrist?
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that. Come on.
Are you used to that?
Yes, come in.
No, but I'm not used to
I
that.
won't do it again. Come on. Sit here. Sit here for a minute, please.
No, I don't want
If
to.
you do this now, you will embarrass me. No. Fine. Never call me again. Okay? Sorry. I promise you I won't do anything.
I know, but yesterday was too
The guy
much
is
for me.
coming. I will never do another thing to you. 5 minutes. Don't ruin your friendship with me for 5 minutes.
I know, but it's kind of like, it's too much for me. I can't.
Please, you're making a big scene here.
No,
Please.
but I want to leave.
Okay, bye.
The man that Howard Stern fired and said he would never work in radio again. That's right. It's the second coming of Gary Gardner.
That was the great Harvey Weinstein. Sexually harassing. Sexually harassing whatever her name was, some Italian model. Anyways, it is Controlled Chaos. Jega, Bob Weinstein will be out of a job after Weinstein Company's sale, court documents say. So, they first of all, they threw out Harvey Weinstein out of his own company. And now they're selling the Weinstein Corporation or company. It went to bankruptcy court, I guess. They filed for bankruptcy. Yeah. Sure, they're bankrupt,
I wonder
right?
if they're going to be selling the office desk that folds out into a bed.
Yeah,
Wonder if they're selling that.
I want the stain couch. Give me the stain couch. Anyways, I guess so. Bob Weinstein, his brother, is going to be out as whatever the CEO. So wow. I mean, look what his. I mean, this is crazy, man. Harvey Weinstein. I mean, what a douche. I mean, he really brought everybody down in Hollywood. He was the one main culprit. You know.
If he didn't brought you down, he put you down.
Exactly. But anyways, he's out. Bob Weinstein is out from the Weinstein Company and they filed for bankruptcy. How much money do those two douches stash, you think? You know what I mean? They're come on.
People like that don't lose money. It's not like a guy like you or me where you lose everything, honest filings and stuff like that. You can be sure, if you know anything about on their UCC1 form that they filed for this thing, you can guarantee they didn't have any assets. They didn't own nothing, but they're losing, right?
Right. They put it put some millions of dollars away. They didn't go bankrupt. The company may have gone bankrupt.
Only on paper.
Yeah, only on
dudes
paper.
like that don't go bankrupt. I worked with a filmmaker one time, and we were on film doing something, and he had lost his funding.
Yeah.
And it didn't take him but a minute to go to the hotel and pull out $10,000 in cash.
Please.
That he had stashed in his hotel room. If I had known that, I'd have gone into his hotel room before he did. But these people they don't lose no money.
Yeah.
So don't nobody cry for Harvey Weinstein. He done screwed every hot broad in Hollywood that he wanted to, and now he got your money. And now he's walking away with it. Yeah,
exactly, man. So anyways, it is what it is. All right, it is Controlled Chaos, KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver here with the guru of the ghetto, Jigga Jones. He's live in Las Vegas. And I guess, Melania Trump, I guess Stormy Daniels was on Saturday Night Live and did a bit with Alec Baldwin. And did you see that? I didn't see it. Did you happen to see that or not?
I didn't, but I've heard that her revenue, she's sold so much pornography since this whole thing, but she's going to take every TV junket she can get. She's made more money, they said, in this last cycle that she's made over the last 10 years.
Oh, I imagine so.
There's just people that just want to see what Trump would pump.
Yeah.
And get on it, and see,
what Trump would pump.
Yeah, people want to know. People want to be like, everybody want to be like Donald Trump. You want to be a billionaire. What would a billionaire bank? Okay, here it is right here. I'm on it.
There you go. Anyway, so I guess.
Shoot, I'll take my 30 pieces of silver and be on my way.
Yeah. So Melania Trump, I mean, I can just imagine what she's going through. I mean, I'm sure that she didn't want to have to deal with this, man. I mean, she had to know, though, didn't she?
She don't care, though. She got big money. She married an ugly dude with a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You had to know there weren't skeletons in the closet because the skeletons was kicking it on the couch.
Right.
You had to walk by the skeleton and wave to, hey, what's up, dog? Oh, yeah, what's up, skeleton, man?
Yeah. So she's sort of like a high class European chick, you know what I mean? Basically a model. You know how these Russian models always want to try to marry rich white dudes, out here in the United States.
That's one that succeeded. She married one of the richest white dudes in North America.
Yeah, exactly. So
but, or I don't know if he classifies as white or orange.
Orange man.
Really, is that a white folks wanted to disown him? So I'm sure there's like orange people somewhere going, unfortunately, he's one of us.
Right, exactly. But the bottom line is, I guess, she didn't want all this. I feel bad. I really do feel bad for her because she seems like a really nice person. And, she sort of kept a low profile in the White House and things like that. And I understand why, because her husband's such a douche.
You know why she kept a low profile? Let me tell you this, man. This is going to be straight. You're going to understand this. You go out with a fat chick. Back in the day, right? You didn't want your friends to see you. She kept a low profile. You kept shades on like she do. You wear big hats like she do. You out with the ugly. I don't care if it's president. You looking good. You don't want to be taking pictures with nobody ugly next to you. So you keep low profile. You try not to be in the limelight. You try not to take pictures and put glasses on. That's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, I mean, I'm talking about like the affairs and all this stuff breaking, and I mean. She that's why when Trump got elected, you could see the stunned look on all their faces, especially in Melania. She just looked stunned that he actually won the presidency. She probably knew what was coming, I'm sure, because believe me, this just isn't breaking the last year about Stormy Daniels and that Playboy model Karen McDougal. Melania Trump knew about these chicks long before all these stories broke. Please, I'm sure.
Hell yeah.
Along with a bunch of other women.
Notes from him to find out what he liked.
Exactly.
To make sure he get that ring.
They contacted her. They did something. Of course, women love to do that, try to tear down each other. But I guess the Washington Post reported on Sunday that the president and the first lady keep vastly different schedules in the White House and sleep in separate bedrooms. Also noting that even when the first couple has appeared together, awkwardness really is there. If you notice it, they don't look like they are a couple. A longtime friend says they spend very no time together. Very little or no time together. So it is a total another farce wedding, another farce marriage in the White House. I would equate it to the Clinton marriage with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton.
You wouldn't say it was more like with Obama, who married that man, Michael Obama?
Will you stop? Michelle Obama is a good-looking woman, and her and President Obama.
Good looking for what?
Hey, listen. President Obama and Michelle Obama are a great couple. Okay, they're like
a great couple of what? Great couple of crooks.
Will you stop, man? Cool it, dude. Cool it. All right. But they have
they're a great couple. I had to finish.
They do. They got a good marriage. They got a couple nice kids and all that. They're doing fine. You don't hear any You didn't hear one scandal about President Obama cheating on Michelle Obama. Did you hear one? Not one in 8 years. Okay. In Trump, we've heard how many? 3, 4, 5 in a year? I mean, come on, man. This is just ridiculous. What are you doing, Jig? It sounds like you're sawing wood there or something.
Just my headset isn't fell because the Jerry curl juice made it slide down my head.
You got the Jerry curl juice. It's sliding off your head. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, I put too much juice on this morning.
All right. Well, cool it on the Jerry curl juice. All right. So, anyways, it's a sham wedding. You know what I mean? But let me ask you a question. Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton have stuck together through all these years. They're definitely. When's the last time you think Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton had sex? Probably years.
70s.
70s, right? No, how old?
70s.
No, Chelsea is not that old. Okay, so it had to be in the 80s. Okay, sir. Probably
because everybody knows about the Uma Abedin, and then they got those pictures out that's been in the Inquirer for a minute. So we got those. We know that she is down with the lesbian lip lock.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but the thing is,
You wouldn't, because you're a man.
the Clintons haven't had sex in years, and I don't think that. Do you think Melania Trump is having sex with Trump right now? President Trump? No way.
I don't know, but she better have sex, because I doubt it. Because here's the thing, he's got enough money to contract out. If you can't fulfill the contract, somebody else can. He got that kind of money. Hey, look here. It's just like if you was a man at home and you had your broad and she was supposed to be cooking for you. If she didn't cook for a week, you ain't gonna sit there and starve. You're gonna go find some food or make some food.
You think?
You know what I'm saying?
You think Trump is actually having sex with other women in the while he's a president in the White House? Do you think that's actually happening? No way. I can't.
Doubt it.
I doubt it.
Because he's under so much scrutiny. I doubt it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it would be funny if you found out that was going on.
It would be funny. It would be great if we knew that was going on. But it would be cool, even cooler if we found out Melania Trump was having an affair with some other dude.
Well, I'm sure she's got some of those Secret Services dudes walking a little funny. I'm sure.
I think she's I think she's the one having sex behind Trump's back.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be disappointed, but I would laugh. I tell you.
She's a great looking woman.
You know how somebody really cares if they laugh. Maybe they don't care. They sure did laugh.
Exactly. Anyways, so that's what the Washington Post is reporting. Of course, the Trump White House is denying it, saying. The report of the first couple living separate lives is outrageous and ridiculous. So, yeah, sure. All you have to do is look at the two together.
Trump is outrageous and ridiculous, so we're just keeping the thread.
We're just keeping it real. And another thing that's ridiculous is what Orrin Hatch said about John McCain. John McCain, of course, is battling brain cancer. He's already making plans for his funeral, which is crazy. I know, but is that? I tell you about life, man. Look at John McCain. Had an army, POW, senator, ran for president, had a great life. You know what I mean? A war hero.
War hero.
Yes, hey, listen, if you're a POW in Vietnam and you survive that, you are a war hero in my eyes. Okay.
No matter what happens to your buddies at your behest and your say, right?
Listen, you know what? If you're not there and you don't know what's going on, you shouldn't speak about it. Okay. The only people that should speak about that.
That's what the veterans say about people calling them a war hero.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, man.
That's exactly what they say.
Well, I haven't heard that. I have not heard that, but if I hear that, I will talk about it. Okay, so anyways, I guess John McCain is already planning his funeral, which is a damn shame. Imagine you're living on planet Earth and you're already planning your funeral, planning on dying. It's just so terrible. That's the cruelty about living.
I wonder how many veterans have died because of the veterans' health bills that he's turned down that didn't get funded. I wonder how many of those people had to plan their funerals when John McCain voted down several of their bills to get experimental medicine, to get cannabis, to get a whole bunch of stuff they couldn't get because he stood in the way of it, and he himself. So when he goes, there will be a lot of people that will not be sad. There will be some people who don't know enough that will be sad. And, when he goes, that's one less person to go. But you know what? A lot of veterans, especially Vietnam-era veterans, will not be that sad when he goes.
Well, listen, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to answer to your maker. Hopefully there is. First of all, I hope there is a maker up there. I know.
The devil will call him home one day soon.
Oh, we use the devil.
He'll be right down there. When Jerry Brown gets there and Dianne finds out all the rest of the corrupt
They're
politicians,
all devils. Okay.
They will all be there. And Ted Kennedy waved to him. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Okay.
Want to come take a ride over the bridge?
Oh, you are so crazy. Okay, so anyways, he's planning his funeral, right? And John McCain is basically wants President Obama and George Bush to speak, do eulogies for him and things like that. But he doesn't want Trump at the funeral. John McCain has basically said, I do not want Trump at my funeral. And Senator Orrin Hatch says it's ridiculous for John McCain to block Trump from the funeral. Isn't it John McCain's right to have who he wants at his own friggin' funeral, for Christ's sake?
If he don't want Chuck Berry at his funeral, he don't have to be there. I get that.
Yeah,
it don't matter. If this is his funeral for that, if that's his dying wish, he may want to be dead with a cigarette sticking in his bum.
Yeah, who knows, right? It's whatever your dying wish is. Whatever your dying wish is, it should be honored and not be ridiculed. I mean, Orrin Hatch saying that's ridiculous for John McCain not to want Trump there. That's his choice, you dope. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I remember when my father died 20 years ago, I didn't want my stepmother there. My ex-stepmother, he had already divorced her. She was a witch. In my eyes, she was a total witch, and she was a total witch. And I blocked her from doing it. And luckily I had some buddies that were LA County sheriffs that said if she tries to step in there, we'll kick her ass right out of there. So
good.
Yeah, it was very cool. But you should have the right to pick and choose who you want at the funeral.
Of
if your
course,
family
especially
or
somebody that's going to come there just to upset. But I can guarantee you, Trump's talked to a lot of veterans organizations. So that ammo that he shot at McCain came directly from those veterans.
Okay.
So like the Swift voters and all that stuff. So you would not want Donald Trump to get up there and say anything about nothing.
Well,
You wouldn't
Donald
want
Trump.
you wouldn't want it.
Yeah, Donald Trump badmouthed McCain a lot and all that. So and McCain's done the same thing. So listen, just let John McCain rest in peace and pick who he wants at his funeral. Why is there such a debate on this? There should be no debate. I just feel sorry for John McCain and his family. John McCain is sitting there dying.
What I think should happen, honestly, is when McCain kicks off, Donald Trump should put a barbecue pit out on the front lawn of the White House and barbecue and just be like, hey, I'm out here celebrating the end of the life of a guy who hatcheted some people's chances to get well.
Okay, we got to take a break. We'll be back after this.
Attention all listeners. As this bull market hits its 9th year up over 300% since 2009, why aren't you in this market making profits? On Saturday, May 12th, Phil Grandy and philsgang.com will host a powerful online stock market investing live webinar that you don't want to miss. In this webinar, you will sharpen your investing skills that focuses on technical charting and pattern recognition. Phil Grandy and Phil's Gang professional instructors will prepare you for a market correction. You'll learn how to spot stocks that are breaking out, learn how to short stocks, and learn how to identify buy and sell signals. All this for only $70. That's this Saturday, May 12th, 12 noon to 3 p.m. The Phil's Gang Online Investing Webinar, and it's archived for 2 weeks. Sign up today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Don't wait. Sign up today.
Are you having trouble getting a good night's sleep? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Do you snore so loud that you rattle the walls? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab will provide you with a personal sleep study to help you find out how to get a great night of rest. Snoring, weight gain, health issues, and stress are some of the contributing factors for lack of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab will do a complete study, including evaluating you with an overnight study of your sleep patterns. With locations in Glendora, Anaheim, Encino, and Los Angeles, South Pacific Sleep Lab can provide you with the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling 310-999-1887 to schedule an appointment today. That's 310-999-1887. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
Are you ready to play some golf for a great cause? Well, it's time for the 13th annual Future Stars Charity Golf Tournament. This year's tournament will take place Monday, May 7th at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. Your participation will help Future Stars provide hundreds of scholarships to the children that attend Future Stars basketball camp. A little effort from a lot of people can go a long way. Please participate by playing, donating, or attending the Future Stars Awards Banquet. Team winners this year will even have more opportunities to win amazing prizes and a fabulous vacation. Any act of kindness or generosity is greatly appreciated. For more information and to register, go to futurestarscamp.org/golf. That's futurestarscamp.org/golf. The Future Stars Charity Golf Tournament happening May 7th at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. A great time will be had by all.
Donald Carpenter here. I'm the host of the Family Man's Faith and Finance Show Mondays at 3 o'clock. You know the number one reason married couples fight? Money. The number one lesson people wish they'd learn in school? Money. Listen, I've got over 20 years of experience in asset management and financial planning. Together, we can make the most of the money you make. We can take care of you and your family's finances. We can teach you how to build and strengthen a family financial fortress that can help protect you for years to come. We'll help you do it. Give me a call, 310-777-6777, and we'll help you manage these volatile markets and make better choices for your family's financial future. Call me, 310-777-6777, or shoot me an email, donald@f3assetmanagement.com. And don't forget to catch the Family Man's Faith and Finance Show Mondays at 3 o'clock on KCAA Radio.
How you doing? I'm with CBS.
How are you?
Would you ever run for president?
Nope.
If Warren Beatty is elected president, would you attend one of his Meet the Interns parties?
I'm not sure what that means.
Do you consider yourself a failure?
No, do you?
No.
Okay.
Are you getting laid a lot?
Where are you from?
CBS Radio, iMark TV.
Really? And you're asking stupid questions like these?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
How often you masturbate?
Why do you ask stupid questions when you have access to the media that people theoretically listen to become educated?
Have you ever had a gay sex fantasy?
Are you just an idiot?
Have you ever smoked marijuana?
Are you just a fool? I mean, is there anything more to you than insane, kind of empty-headed questions?
Have you ever tried Viagra?
Evidently not.
Thanks.
Controlled chaos. NBC Talk Radio, KCAA 1050 AM.
The man that Howard Stern fired and said he would never work in radio again. That's right. It's the second coming of Gary Garver.
All right. Remember BJ Honeycutt from the show MASH? That was him, Mike Farrell. Are you just stupid? You have access to the media and you ask these stupid questions? Yes, I did at one point in my career. All right, Control Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver, here with the guru of the ghetto, Jigga Jones. And Jigga, how many hours a week do you work normally?
Like 15, 20 hours a week.
15, 20 hours a week? Really? That's
Yeah.
it? Oh, man. Well, I wish I had your schedule. I work.
It's usually in the middle of the night, so it's not all that great.
That's right. From what, 3 a.m. to, when's the best time to rob? Usually, is it like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. or what? When's the best time to rob something?
So you mean commercial or residential?
Give me both. I don't know.
Residential you want to do during the day.
Okay. Residential.
Commercial you want to get in the middle of the night, like between 2 and 3,
okay.
2 and 5, really.
That makes sense. Okay, and during for residential, what's the perfect daytime hours?
I'd say anytime between like 10 o'clock and 3 p.m.
Okay, I understand that. I would think noon would be the best time because everybody's at lunch, right?
Yeah, because people got work. You know, people at work. You know, you're supposed to leave your house unattended so somebody can come in and steal your stuff. That's how it works.
Yeah, lunchtime really, noon to 1's got to be the top hour, right?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to eat lunch. All right. Well, listen, the average.
You get the pot stop right before lunch and get something to eat.
Well, you sent me some stories today, and tell me about this one where the average American worker is actually working more than a peasant from the medieval times. What the hell? What are you talking about? What's that all about?
Well, I mean, they're talking about like the hours that people work. You know, people didn't back in the medieval times use like a blacksmith or something. You may have really only hardcore worked by 2 hours straight at a time. You know,
right.
During the day, and then the rest of the day you was out, you know, farming or tending in the house or building something, you know. But here, nowadays, boy, you got people working 8, 10, 12, 14 hours every day, you know, slaving away at a BS job.
Yeah.
You know, and then don't forget, you're paying, you in California especially, you're paying all that money to tax before you even get your money. They're taking money out your pocket, you know. So you literally, you're working harder than a medieval serf or slave, as I like to call them, you know, than they was getting. You know, at least, you know, you couldn't drive around in a Buick, you know, or a Toyota, but you know, at least you had some of your day to yourself. You ain't got most of these people, especially living in California. You know, you have another issue too. You got traffic.
Yeah.
So you drive an hour to a job that you don't like.
Exactly.
It takes you an hour and a half, 2 hours to come back. You know, so your 8-hour day has just become a 10-hour day.
Yeah, well,
you know, don't forget you have to go to the store or something. Your day's gone.
Yeah, they don't even account for this. I guess the average American worker is working 1,800 hours a year. I added up between 52 divided by 52 weeks, not counting like vacations and all that. Because basically, there's about 3 weeks in the year that we have off for Memorial Day or 4th of July or Christmas, blah blah blah. But I added the whole 52 weeks. The average American is working 31 and a half hours a week per year. So anyways, that seems a little low to me. I don't know, 31 hours, but it's got to be way more than that. I would even think that's got to be higher.
A lot of people work at 31 because if you work 40, they have to give you health insurance. So a lot of these employers have had to cut back on hours. So you don't get 40 hours as easy as you used to anymore.
And you made a
You made 30 hours on one job and 30 hours on another job.
Yeah, and you made a great point too, because if the people travel. I mean, even the studio here in Encino, I live in Woodland Hills. It still takes me like a half hour in the morning to get here. I can just imagine taking the 405 or whatever, or having to drive in from wherever, from Riverside to LA or whatever, San Bernardino, the Inland Empire to Los Angeles to do a job. It's at least an hour in traffic up and back. So account another 2 hours, like you said. So 10 times, you're spending probably like 600 hours a year just in traffic if you got to work, man. I mean, it's just nuts, man. I mean, oh, God.
And then, of course, you got it. And then in California, you got that $4 gas going on over there.
Yeah, well, it's going up.
Especially in West LA, man.
Yeah, it's going up. It's going up, man. That's crazy.
You got all that gas. You got sex workers working for gas. Can you give me a half a tank? I'll go back here behind the dumpster,
Yeah. We'll have sex for gas. Okay. Anyways, also, which is sort of a crazy story you sent me, was pedestrians, and I can understand this, that I guess the pedestrian fatalities have gone way up in the last couple of years. The one reason I would say is these friggin' phones, man. People don't even pay attention to where they're walking, right?
Well, let me put my CNN spin on it. Check this out. You got all these people getting run over by cars, and what it is not that they're not paying attention to the street and cell phones. They're just so depressed that Donald Trump is president that they decide to step up in front of an ass-guzzling SUV and get hit. That's how CNN will report this story.
So Donald Trump is responsible for all pedestrian fatalities. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's the CNN version of this story.
It, I know.
But everybody knows. You see these kids, man. You see it when you at the stoplight. People on their phones. They got the headphones plugged in, and they walk and not looking.
They're not paying attention.
I saw a dude get tagged by a bus. The bus just barely nicked him, but didn't see him and knocked him down. And people were like stopping and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, but people not paying attention. And then these SUVs sit up higher. So when you get hit by SUV, your head's the first thing to hit that hood, the windshield, man.
Yeah, you're not getting before. Just in a regular car, you get hit like in the like maybe in the stomach or the legs, and you can maybe flip over and survive it. Yeah, you're right. With the SUVs, you're getting clocked right in the noggin, and it's game over. People are not paying attention where they're going.
Here's the thing, though, quite honestly, and this is something you're going to have to. You may not like it, but you're going to agree with it. Somebody that gets hit by a car because they're not paying attention in the street needs to get hit by that car to be a lesson to other people to look where they're going. Number two, so that person does not breed more stupid offspring. And number three, if they live through it, they learn the life lessons that they can pass on to everybody else.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on all those points. It's crazy. I mean, it's so frustrating for me. Even when I'm, every time I'm going, and I walk a lot, and I like to jog, and I like to walk, to different places because I don't like to drive and drink at all. So when I'm walking, I see these people, and they don't even pay attention. Like they're on the sidewalk, and they're going to run right into you because they're on their friggin' phones, and you got to sort of dodge them.
And then they're mad at you.
Yeah, then they're mad at you because I'm walking right in front of them, and sometimes I do it intentionally. Like I won't move. You know what I mean? I'll make them run into me or hit me or bump me because they're not paying attention, and then they give me a dirty look, and I'm like, hey, douche, you're the one on the phone. Why don't you have some respect for other people and not be on the phone? And that's why they're getting hit. They're crossing the streets. They're looking at their phones while they're crossing the streets because they're so enthralled with whatever their social media is that they get nailed. And I can totally understand why pedestrians' fatalities are going way up because people are stupid, and they're getting stupider by the minute, right? I mean, seriously.
There was a dude dancing, looking into his phone, dancing on the street corner, walking into the street, crossing the street, dancing. Dude, I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? I mean, do you realize you got cars coming by him, and And here in Vegas, it ain't like LA. You know, the street speedometer over speed limit is like 50 miles an hour on the average street here.
Right.
They like 25 and 35 like in LA. It's like 50. You get hit by a car here, it's real. It's real deal. You get some airtime.
Yeah, you're flying. Hey, listen. Speaking of stupidity, I guess there was a story. This woman from Canada was driving, and she's like a graduate student. She had just graduated from school or something. She's going from Tennessee to Georgia, right? She's just driving. She's a Canadian. She has a Canadian license. I guess a state trooper pulled her over in Georgia and arrested her? I mean, for having a Canadian license. This is how stupid people are. Basically, the Georgia state trooper said that she's driving without a license, and the girl, she's like 27 years old, saying, "No, I have a Canadian license. I just graduated from college. I'm just driving." And she's like, "No." They arrested her, right? What the hell's that all about?
It's Georgia, you know. I mean, here's the problem. And everybody's talking about the police are racist and quick. The problem is hiring dummies. You know, and it does take a dummy to kind of to a point to do that job. Because to hear gunfire and run towards it, you can't be the smartest one in the shed. You know, so the people that go to those jobs, that's where they're at. So you got this person that's a dummy. You got this dumb broad that's now highway to a state trooper. And everybody knows how dumb the state troopers are. You've seen the movies.
Right.
You know, we don't allow these kinds of people down here, these Canadian IDs, to drive on our roads. Like, yes, it does. It says it also on your website. I ain't never seen no interweb site. What you talking about? You going to jail, Mrs. Canadian. Can you get that, eh? You know?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, first of all, driving without a license, I didn't think was I know it's illegal, but I didn't think it was a punishable offense by going to jail for it. You know what I mean? I didn't think you'd be arrested for it.
Your car, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they impounded her. Oh yeah, they impounded her car. They arrested her. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Because you're driving with.
Here's the deal.
Man.
The Canadian license plates on the car should have been a clue.
Right? Right? Hey, are you from Canada? Are you from Canada?
You're from the state of Ontario. Where is that?
Ontario? Is that Ontario, California? That's
a fake license plate too. I'm impounding the car.
The only Ontario I know is Ontario, California. You must be forging that license plate since it says Canada. Oh my God!
I mean, just the stupidity of that.
I'm telling you,
come
man.
On, Canadian license plate. Lady shows you Canadian ID, you know, with a copy of her. I don't want to see none of that. Oh well, damn.
That is crazy, man.
This is where the Los Angeles, if you get arrested here in Los Angeles, the dumb cop brings you into the station and brings you into this dude called the watch commander. The watch commander is supposed to look over all your paperwork to see, hey, is this a legitimate arrest? Yeah, okay, I guess he can go. You know, but they don't have that in Georgia.
Yeah, of course not.
You get arrested, she throws you in the clink and slams the door, goes out and go get some next sucker.
That's why I never want. That's why I never want to go to the South. I mean, I have no desire to go to the South at all. As a half Jew, hey, we don't allow Jews to cross the Alabama-Georgia border. What are you doing? Hey, man, I'm just half Jewish. My last name's Garver. No, it isn't, boy. No, it isn't. It's a Leibowitz, You're a
You matching all the warrants I'm pulling up.
That's right.
Different names.
You're from California. You're from California. It's that crazy state there. You know what I mean? So
they should jail you for that.
Oh, thank you very much.
But I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. But you look at the story, and this is happening. How many times this happened? And people say, "Oh, if it's bad being black, it's bad being anybody when you got stupid cops involved."
You're right. You're right. It's just not a black thing. It's just stupidity on sometimes with the police department, and just people are stupid. People are dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how many instances in the last year I've had to deal with stupid people. I mean, stupid, dumb things. I mean, over and over and over again. You're just like, you get tired of it. It wears you down where you just go, hey, man, I'm over it. Enough's enough with the stupidity. I think people. I don't know. Do you think it's because of the phones, Jig, or the internet, or social? I mean, why do you think people are just getting stupid? Do you think they're just not paying attention to things, or don't care? Want to? I mean, what is it? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't get it at all.
Now, of course, I hate to say this, but think about it. We're living in a country that has elected a reality TV star as president.
Yes,
Can you really expect that the median line for intelligence is very high in the United States?
You're right. We are so stupid. We
didn't elect like a physicist or a doctor. You know, we were smart enough not to take a politician this time, which is good.
Right.
But, you know, we couldn't find like a doctor or somebody smart or an engineer or an inventor. You know, they had to, hey, who's that obnoxious guy that yells you're fired on TV? Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah, let's put him in.
Yeah.
Hey, it was better than what else they were running. The pants better than the pants. Dang, not by much.
I tell you, man, I mean, we elected an orange-haired person that inherited all his money, went bankrupt, got his money back, multiple marriages and divorces, and just a total nutcase. Just a total nutcase. And you're right, and that's why I think everybody in America is a little nutty nowadays. It's like
the pendulum swings.
Remember the trickle-down economy? Remember trickle-down economy? You know, this is trickle-down stupidity, man. That's what it totally is.
Well, you know, we had an intellectual. Obama was very much an intellectual dude. You know, you like him or hate him, the dude was smart.
He was.
So
he is.
The pendulum swung way over to a guy that was so smart he thought he knew better for everybody else than you, and then the pendulum swung the other way.
I'm
and it went all the way the other way, Jack.
I'm telling you, man. I hate to talk about this every week, but you can't help it because there's just so many stories where people are stupid and dumb and just I don't know whether it's just complete stupidity or just not a lack of sense or whatever, but there's so, believe me, I deal with it every week. All right, listen, speaking of stupidity, before we go, the Attorney General from New York had to quit because he was accused of sexually harassing 4 women, so he had to step down. So it's
him too.
Schneiderman, Eric Schneiderman. The Attorney General for New York was accused by 4 women of sexually harassing and assaulting them. The stories never end with the sexual assault. It never will end. All right, Jigga, I love you. We'll talk next week. If somebody wants to get your wit and wisdoms like I do every week, which you just put a smile on my face every time we speak, where do we go, man? Where do we go?
They go to jiggajones.com.
jiggajones.com. And right now I got the new Guns N' Roses song. They released a new song.
A new one? All right.
Yeah, well, they recorded it in 1986, but it's you know it's new. It's new. It's called "Shadow of Your Love." Guns N' Roses right now on Controlled Chaos. Jigga, take care, brother. I'll talk to you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, man.
Have a great day, everybody. See you mañana. Yeah.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM.